Hi traders, good morning. This is Robert, FX Pesa Tika, and welcome to another session of Market Snapshot. Say hello as you join in. Today we are going to look at retail sales, and basically we'll try and see how the dollar will be performing as we get into 3:30 for the retail sales news. But first and foremost, we normally say, ideally guys, if you're a trader and you really want to look for that consistency, you want to have an edge in your trading, guys, make sure that once you really get onto your charts, before you look at your charts, just look at the economic calendar. Go to Forex Factory, go to my FX book, have a look at what's happening that day, because that could impact your positions, right? So especially for most of us who are scalpers or even day traders, you really want to know what's happening. Not most of us can hold a trade that is negative 30, 40, 50 pips, and during news that can really happen. But for the big guys who are position traders, swing traders, guys who can hold stop loss of 100, 200 pips, well, this may not work for you because you're looking at higher time frames. But if you're a scalper, a day trader, or even some part of a swing trader, you ideally want to look at what will be moving the markets. Remember, fundamentals in this case, they tend to move the market, right? Because at times you really need that volatility to come into the market, right? So where buyers and sellers will come in just like any other market, and you'll see some movements play out. So let's look at today retail sales, and basically to have an understanding of this, you're really looking at something that gauges the economic activity, right? So if you were to look at that, it, you're looking at what's happening in the motor vehicle industry, what's happening in the food and beverage stores, what's happening in food services, gas stations, building materials, garden dealers, health and personal. Basically, if you look at what we have here, this is almost every other facet of the US economy, and these will affect how guys get to it's all about purchasing. At the end of the day, it measures the purchasing power of the US citizens. So what that means is ideally that if guys are able to purchase more, that means they have money in their pockets, right? So they're able to leverage on their money to move the economy. You see, the US economy is more of consumption, right? It's driven by consumption, and that's why, like, you're looking at the Fed trying to cut down the inflation, and with time they're looking at the rate cuts. Yeah. So as a trader, you must take note of this, and what we have here is that the previous number was 0.0%, so there's the expectation that the numbers will be high at 0.3%. So this is a good one for the dollar as per the expectation of the traders. So if the numbers come out at maybe 0.4% or even 0.5%, then we should see a very bullish dollar. If the numbers come out anything lower than this, then we should expect a bearish dollar moving forward. So as traders, well, we just need to make sure that when you wake up, just map out your charts, right? So you're doing the technical analysis, you're looking for the sweet spots, you're looking for the supply demand areas, the support and resistance areas. You map out your areas and wait for the market to play out, right? So during news, if it hits your target levels, then ideally you need to have a trading plan. And maybe you guys, you really need to watch a video I've done on trading plan on the YouTube FX Pesa channel. So once price comes to that target area, whatever it is, if it's a bullish order block, if it's last month's high, if it's last month's low, whatever area it is that the market has come to, then you need now to wait for the confirmations. Maybe you're looking for a hammer, you're looking for a shooting star, all these patterns, all these candlesticks that will signify that the market is about to reverse. So it's always ideal that you have this knowledge, and that's why we have these market snapshots for you. And so with this, there's a match that's happening in the market today, and so the market is just waiting for the retail sales to maybe move, especially during New York session. That's when we will see a lot of movements playing out. However, let's go to our charts now with this understanding and try and see how now these other major currencies, indices, or even precious metals will perform. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot them. So I'm going to my MT5, and ideally we'll just have a look at what happened last week. So last week, Tuesday, we were looking for opportunities to short the market and then buy. We can see the buy didn't really move to our target area. It just went all the way, I think 40 pips, and then we can see that bearish move play out. This is something we had anticipated. We had mapped out this area, some of these areas. So you can see there's a zone we've mapped out, 88.58, as a possible area of support. So we want to see the market move to this price level, ideally. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing a bearish dollar. I'm seeing a bearish dollar. And then thereafter, we could see now a bullish move, right? A very strong bullish move after this bearish push. So let's remove everything and map out USDCHF afresh. So once again, I would recommend traders to go to higher time frames to try and seek opportunities, get to figure out what's the trend, so we can see that bearish push, and then try and look for possible areas where you could look for opportunities. On the monthly, we can't see one. On the weekly, once we get to the weekly, there's a certain candle we can see here. So this is the candle 88.27. That will be my bullish order block. Yeah, this is a bullish order block that I've mapped out, and so that's an area I would look for opportunities to buy once price hits 88.27. I would really look for opportunities to buy for at least, I think, even like 100 pips. But then again, let's narrow it down to the daily. On the daily, we still there isn't so much. So on the daily, what we have is this candle over here, which is that bullish order blocker that has been tested before. So if we were to map it out, yeah, so that candle by itself is an area that you could be looking for opportunities to buy, right? So that whole candle presents a support area. So if the market was so volatile, this is USDCHF. So if the market was so volatile, then we could see a spike to 88.27. So ideally, I would want to see a bullish move on 88.27. Remember, we've seen that as a bullish order block. We've seen this candle over here, a bullish order block on the weekly. Yeah, so it's a very strong area that we could be looking for opportunities to buy. Now let's look at lower time frames, H4. So you can see almost a double top formation. You can see a W pattern almost forming, but then again, I wouldn't be so interested on this area until price gets to around this area. And you see, being June, we've seen the low of the month, right? So this was the low of the month around here. So this is the low of the month, which was the lowest price in the month, 88.79. That's an interesting area that we could be looking for opportunities. But let's look at H1. So we are just trying to look for those sweet spot areas. So once again, we can see 88.80 or thereabout. Now, having mapped out those two areas, we can see that if the market comes down to anywhere around those areas, we should be looking for opportunities to buy. One, we can see a double bottom pattern in the works. And more importantly, our work is to look now for confirmations once price gets to these areas. So I'll be looking for opportunities to buy once price hits those areas. So if price comes here, I would probably be looking for a bullish push on USDCHF. That will be an interesting play. So we could see a possibility of a bullish dollar during retail sales. So that means we've seen retail sales, the expectation is 0.3%. Then that could probably come in at maybe 0.4%, 0.5%, right? And so that's something of interest. So right now we are looking at a bearish dollar, but then again, as we head into New York session, we could probably see the bulls come in and push the market. Okay, let's look at Euro USD. So Euro USD analysis from last week, because I normally want to share these analysis because I want us to see how at times as a trader, you'll not actually get them right every other time. So you guys, you've seen my reviews at times, you'll not always get it right. But then again, you must have a certain win percentage, right? So we were looking for opportunities to buy, but the market first took a tumble and then there was that bullish push. But then we can remember the news over here that happened, the CPI news on Wednesday. And so the market was so volatile, went all the way up, almost tested the neckline. I think if we go to H4, we should see this neckline pretty well. This is the neckline that was tested. Yeah, really didn't get to the neckline. But then now after that, we can see the market pushed as per the analysis, right? Which was a bearish analysis. So price, I still have some buy limit orders. So let's remove everything and map these afresh. Remember, once again, this is educational analysis. And for more on these, make sure to visit the FX Pesa Academies in Kitengela, in Thika, in Nakuru, Eldoret, and Kampala. Yeah. So go to higher time frames. Let's have a look at the monthly. The trend seems to be bearish. What about the weekly? Yeah, we're still looking for those opportunities to go short. Let's go to the daily. We can see almost the same. We're still looking for, you can see this double top pattern that formed over here. First push, second push. So we should expect the third push. Basically, this is what I'm saying. We can see this M pattern. You'll consider it to be an M pattern. That M pattern. Right, so after that, we can see the bullish push, the lower high. That was broken to form a lower low. So price has been going for a lower high. You can see what's interesting is that it has tested this bearish order block over here, right? You can see what happened over here. Look at that candle. It has tested the bearish order block and sellers have stepped in almost 20 pips. So ideally, I would want a retest of the same. And then we could probably now see the market do a final push, maybe to these buy limit orders over here. And then now we could see probably a bullish move, maybe. We could see, sorry, let me try and map this out. We could see something of the sort. play out, right? So that is basically structure, market structure. And so let's go to H4. So one of the areas you're looking for opportunities to go in is anywhere around this price level. So ideally, if you look at my analysis, I was interested in this candle over here, right? So this is an area I'm looking for opportunities to go long on this asset. So this is the price zone. Anywhere around this price level presents a bullish case on my end, right? So remove that. So we have the low, the first area I will be looking for opportunities to go long will be this low of May. We are in June, last month's low. So remember, last month's low is an ideal area where you can look for opportunities to buy. Then again, that will need confirmation. So that's something that you really need to be on the watch out, that you must have confirmations before taking those trades. Huh? So as we go into the news, I'm looking for opportunities maybe to go up. I would want this market to test this high once again. If it will be a really interesting thing to see. Euro USD, if Euro USD was to test this high, the Asian high, it will present to me a good case now to go short. Intraday, I'll be probably looking for opportunities to go to around, I think we've seen until the next area we are looking for opportunities to buy, all the way to, let's go to the daily. Yeah, all the way to this price level, which was last month's low, 0647. Yeah, so that's around 70 pips. Yeah, that I'll be interested to see, if not more. A test, that's actually 92 pips. So I would really want to see Euro USD test the Asian high and then drop, which will be in line with probably what we've seen on USDCHF, that we anticipate a bullish dollar. So GBPUSD also did the same thing. This was on Tuesday. We were looking for opportunities to buy, to push the market up and then sell. But then again, we see what happened. CPI did its own thing, and we can see that bearish push. Huh? So let's remove everything and map out afresh. So the price is yet to get to our target area. We can see the target areas of last week. So just like Euro USD, we anticipate this bearish move to be completed. Huh? So let's remove this and map it afresh. So go to higher time frames. Let's try and see what's playing out. So we can see a few moves. I would want to map out these areas courtesy of the moving average. So go to the weekly. We can see a moving average here. I would be interested in this, that, and also this order block over here. That one. So let's go to the daily. So on the daily, we are looking at a bearish push. It looks like it's a bearish push. So let's go to H4. So I would really want to see GBPUSD test this high. I would want to see how GBPUSD responds to this high, the Asian high, just like we've seen on EURUSD, that Asian high, right? I would want to see GBPUSD test that high with a view of testing the resistance, and then maybe now go short after that push. So if we go to the daily, we've mapped out that area. So I would be interested in seeing how the market reacts to 2714. If not 2714, '27, 25. Huh? Those are two areas that I'll be on the lookout, especially on GU. And then look for opportunities to short from 27, 25. Sorry. 27, 25 to 26, 45. Yeah, that's the first price, first take profit, or even maybe a continuation. Something of the sort on GU. So ideally, that's what I would want to see play out on GBPUSD. Okay, so if we look at Bitcoin, I have been bearish on Bitcoin. I've been looking for opportunities to buy Bitcoin at 51.74, 51.743. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes. I'll still maintain this analysis. The next time Bitcoin comes to 51.743, I'll be looking for opportunities now to go long. So these analysis remains from I think it was I think it was from last month, or was it last month? What one? Yeah. UT100. We were bullish on UT100, but you can see this was a roller coaster. Like, you know, UT100, Nasdaq just did its own thing, right? So let's remove everything and seek opportunities. It will be interesting to see. Let's go to higher time frames. H04. Yeah. So I'll be looking for opportunities to short. I'll be looking for opportunities to short UT100 from this current price level to maybe this price level. That will be my take on UT100. I'll be looking for sell opportunities. And then if price gets to that price level, then we could see a bullish move. We could probably see a bullish run to the next high. That's UT100. And then gold, XAU USD. So last week we had that analysis. We had these price levels, resistance levels, and we can see the price really came to those resistance levels, right? So we want to remove everything and try and seek opportunities for the week. Once again, disclaimer, this is purely educational analysis. This is based on what we train, right? This is based on what we train. So go to my monthly, we can see certain areas that we are interested in. This is an order block I'm mapping out. This is a bullish order block, which is the last bearish candle before a major move that led to break of structure. That's on the weekly. So on the daily, we can see a bearish move, which is in line with what we are seeing. However, I would really want to see gold first take a bullish move before the bearish play. So ideally, maybe yesterday's high, that's an area I would want to see gold go to before a bearish push. So I would really want to see this on gold. I would want to see gold hit yesterday's high and then bears to come in after that for the bearish push. So if we go to the daily, so a target profit, take profit targets will be last month's low. Yeah. So anywhere around those price levels, we should be looking for opportunities to book profits. I can see that's around 500 pips. For gold, that's so easy. Yeah, so ideally, that's what I'll want to see on gold. A bullish move first to test the high, the weekly high, yesterday's high, and then a bearish move. That will be a good play. I would really want to see that pan out. Yeah, something of the sort. That's it. Anyone? So you can see gold is testing actually yesterday's low. So there's a possibility once price gets here. There's a possibility once gold gets to 2309, we should see a bullish move. Play coming to test this high, 2332, and then now a bearish move. At least that's the educational analysis on our end. Let's look at the sluggish Saudi USD as we wrap it up. Their price levels had mapped out. So we can see price hit one of these areas on H1. So we were looking for opportunities to go short, but then again, look at what happened on Wednesday. CPI came out and the whole push played out. However, if you look at what happened on that Tuesday, we were looking for this bullish move. So a small move from this area of resistance to around this area, this would have been a good scalp for an intraday play. How many pips? Oops. Okay. 15 pips. Not bad for a scalper. So let's remove everything and seek opportunities. Okay, so go to higher time frames, try and understand what's playing out. So if I go to the monthly, I want to map out this price level over here, 65.15. Go to the daily. If I go to the daily, I'm also interested in this price level over here, this bullish order block over here, and then H4. So H1. Just like the other pairs, I would want to see Audi USD test today's high. I would really want to see them test today's high. Bearish move. Okay. Yeah, so I would want to see Audi USD test today's high, which is this high over here, before a bearish push. So this is an Asian high. So an Asian high is an area where you look for opportunities to sell, however, in the right context. So if the market was to make a push to this high, almost 25 pips, then I would want to see now a bearish run. Let's go to H4. A bearish push to maybe 65.59 or last week's low. Alternatively, we could have last week's low 65.75. I'll go for 65.75. I'll be more biased on this one. $65.75. That's it. That's it from me. Not unless there are questions. Any questions for me? Thomas, can use the last can we use the last week bullish from on which currency? On which asset? Thomas, please, can you clarify on this one? I'm having hard times reading your statement. Can we use the last week bullish? Moses Rono, what's the best asset to trade today? The dollar. Anything that has the dollar. Have a look at that review. We've done some educational analysis. You can look for those sweet spot areas that we've just mapped out. Have a look at them and see what lines up with your analysis. Don't you think the elections in France will continue the euro weakness seen from last week market open? France is not so much of a player in the European Union, unlike Germany, right? Germany calls the shots in the European Union. So France, not really. What's happening on the euro is being driven more by the dollar. Yeah, it's the dollar that's driving the euro. And that's the analysis we have on the euro. We expect that bearish push to play out. But then again, this has nothing to do with what's happening in the European Union. Is there any European Consumer Price Index news today? If you look at, we've just looked at the economic calendar, and we've seen that there isn't the CPI basically that was at 12 p.m. It won't really matter because if you look at the folders, they are not red. But yeah, it's not so much of a bother. So we don't expect much movement coming in. But it could in the next 19 minutes we could see some market play, but it won't really affect. So actually, if you look at the technicals Linux, we are looking for a bullish push so that we can come in for sales later during New York session. At least that's what the technicals are saying. Right. So yeah, we have that CPI coming in. So kindly have a look at the FX Pesa Academy videos. They'll explain how to handle different aspects of the market, and also the new episode of Bullish Banter. Right? What time is the New York session? 3 p.m. 1500 hours Kenyan time, East African time. So make sure that you go to the YouTube channel, FX Pesa, have a look at those videos. They are quite important. For example, if we look at something over here, I'll just look at. So no more questions, guys. As we wrap it up, kindly visit these YouTube content. This is for you guys. This is created for you. So these are the videos you really want to watch, right? How to start online trading in 2024, how to use the RSI, market structure, the ultimate guide to supply and demand, how to build a trading plan. If you're struggling with a trading plan, I'm explaining that in this video. The breakout retest strategy. So kindly have a look at that, and also go to the episode that we have, bullish banter, that is about to play out. So you need to listen to what Band was saying with regard to the 1% of traders. So there's something you could pick up, right? So Bullish Banter has its own social media, so kindly visit Bullish Banter on FX Pesa, and you'll see more on that. Otherwise, guys, there's so much content over here that you can really leverage on to take your trades, especially these videos from the FX Pesa Academy. Be on the watch out and see more on these, and they really help you with your trading. Otherwise, thank you. Cheers. Have a peaceful day and a peaceful week. Bye-bye.